Okay, today I'm going to be doing some pro at cooking, and since I can make longer videos, I'm going to probably make a breakfast meal, and then later on today or later on this week I'm going to make like a dinner type meal because I got some chicken I'm going to work with. But today, what we're going to be making is a variation on the American sausage and biscuits. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's different than what you're thinking if you're a foreigner or you're from England or something. I'll explain that in a second, but this is the kind of sausage I have right here, Bob Evans original recipe. I recommend you get the maple or sage kind from I forgot what brand it is, but there's like Tennessee Pride and there's some other brand that has like this maple brand. It's pretty good. So this is not even my recipe. This is my friend Joni told me all about this, and I've never tried it before. This is totally new. So what you're first going to do is like open up your sausage. If you're from Europe, you're probably thinking sausage is some kind of pork product and some kind of intestines, like a bratwurst or a hot dog shaped wiener. This is what American sausage looks like, and what we pretty much do is make it into small little hamburger patty shapes, and then we serve it on biscuits. Now if I could just roll some clips of some biscuits to show you what American biscuits are. They're probably what you would call scones. I've already talked about this several times in my English to English dictionary videos and stuff. It's flour and buttermilk, and I don't know. It's not really a pastry. It's not a cookie. It's not some kind of chocolate covered candy. I don't know what you guys would call a fucking biscuit, or you even have them in England. You've probably never heard of them. So what you do is you take this whole log of sausage and you cook it. So I guess I should separate it somehow. I've never cooked a whole fucking thing of sausage like this before, but this is apparently what you're supposed to do. So let me just break it up here with my hands and spread it out like this. Normally what you would do to make some sausage is you take a chunk of it like that, and you would mash it up like this, and you would put it like that into a skillet and cook it till it's done. And you would put it on a biscuit, like a little sandwich. But today we're not going to do that. We're just going to put it all in the skillet and cook it. And it's really weird doing this at my desk, because now my hands are all greasy and I can't hit the stop button to stop recording. But that's pretty much what you're going to do. You're going to put it in your skillet like this and cook it until it's all done. And that's going to take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and start this while I'm explaining what we're going to do here. Alright, so instead of biscuits, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these croissant rolls. That's how the French pronounce it. And a croissant, you would take it and roll it. It's like a triangular shape, and you would roll it so that it forms into like that, like a croissant. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to make like a little cake, I guess, out of them. We're going to spread them out. Let me see how these open, if it's like biscuits. Cans of biscuits are pressurized, and you open them up and they pop out. Nothing so far. Supposed to push down on it with a spoon, but I'm just gonna like push it with my thumb. Damn it, I hate these fucking cans. They're scary. There we go. Just popped on out of there. This is pretty much the same as what biscuit dough is like, if you're wondering what the hell biscuits are. Don't want to damage these. I'm not sure how they're supposed to come out of this. So I guess you could take these and unroll them somehow. I've never done this before. This is all totally new to me. This does not look simple. They're all kind of squished together. Oh god, this is going to turn out horribly. I totally should have put some butter or something on this tray. Let's have a look here at this mess. Okay, that's kind of triangular shaped. So I'm going to put that like that. Separate this. That should make it easier. And then you take one of these like that. I guess put it like this. Still not really making sense geometrically. Okay, maybe take one like this. Make a rectangle like so. I guess. And here's another rectangle right here. These are going to be like the bottom of where the biscuits are going to go. Man, that does not look right. There's another square. And then I guess we'll make a longer one up here at the top or something, because this doesn't really... It's supposed to be a big square shape, but it's totally not. If you see what I've done here, it's kind of all willy-nilly, but once it bakes and it all puffs up, gets all croissant-like, it should look much better than this. So what we're supposed to do when we let the sausage get done cooking, we're going to just take it and put it on top of this. And then we got this cream cheese. I don't know why you want cream cheese on it, but apparently you do. I guess you're supposed to have like this Philadelphia cream cheese in a brick that you just slice it off, but this is like a creamy kind. It's already like in a jug. You just pour it out onto it, I guess. And then you put another layer of croissant rolls on top. I'm just going to try to match these weird shapes. And then there you go. I'm going to bake it, and then it'll puff up, and it'll be like sausage and croissants with cream cheese in the middle. And then we'll try it and see if it's any good. I don't know. There's not really room on this to make 4 squares, but I don't know. This is my first time doing this. Okay, here's what the sausage looks like when you're about halfway done cooking it. Like, this is one side of it, and here's like the red part that's still cooking underneath. Basically, it's like a big fucking fat pancake of sausage that I just flipped over. Pretty much it's got like a bunch of pepper, black pepper, red pepper, cayenne pepper stuff, all kinds of seasonings in this sausage, and yeah, a little bit more cooking, then we're going to put it on top of that stuff. But that's what it looks like. Okay, here's their finished product. It's, I don't know. It looks okay, I guess. If you just cut away this middle square, I would say this looks really good, and the rest of it looks retarded. But, whatever. Actually, we could get some of this on her. Just scoop that up like a big submarine sandwich. Aye! It's like a big Hot Pocket. There's what it looks like in the middle. Kinda looks like one of those... Kinda looks like my taco with the meat and the sour cream. This is like sausage and cream cheese, so... It's gonna taste vastly different. Let's give it a try. There's something about that cream cheese with the sausage that tastes weird, but it's oddly good. It's hard to describe. So if we were to judge this just on this one square, like this, piping hot, look at that steam coming off of it, I would say it was a success. The rest of it looks really shitty, although it tastes really good. So I have to give it about a 9 on taste and about a 4 on looks. So that's it for the breakfast. Alright, so now I thought I'd show you 4 different ways to make chicken. And this is a really cheap discount chicken. That's what you want to do. Get it like $1.61, 40% off when it's like late at night and they're about to put out new chicken. It's 4 chicken thighs in here. I'm going to make each thigh a different way. So first I'm going to slice this thing open. First I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to bake them. I'm going to take the other 2. I'm going to fry them. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to fry one of them in a deep fryer. Just like KFC style. Only I'm sure it's not going to look as good. Then I'm going to fry one in a frying pan. I'm going to have some flour and stuff on those. But right now, I'm going to bake some. I should probably wash these off first. To be right back. Alright, so I got my 4 thighs here. I'm going to make this the way my uncle used to make them before he got sent to prison for making meth. I'm going to take a piece of foil, aluminum foil. You're going to need some kind of container like this. This is like a glass, I don't know what you would call it, some kind of container. Let's see, for the first one I'm going to use something that was recommended by Mr. Chai City on YouTube. I've never tried this on chicken before. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I don't know what's so good about it. It tastes just like any other barbecue sauce. I've tried it on pork chops and stuff. But it just like saying Sweet Baby Ray's. It sounds like something black people would like. Pretty much, I've got a lot of chicken ideas from black people, as you'll see in my fried chicken part. So I'm going to take one of the thighs. I'm going to plop it in this foil. I'm going to squeeze some of this on there. Like so. Just cover it with some barbecue sauce. And you want some butter too, probably would be good. If you have any butter. I don't want to bother with it. I'm going to throw some pepper on there. Like so. And there's some seasoned salts. I'm going to give it a little kick. Pretty much take any kind of cool ingredients you want and just slap it in this tin foil like this. And you just plop it in there like that. Got my oven preheating. I'm going to bake these for like an hour, and then it should be done. And there goes my computer squeaking. Yeah, okay, we're done with Sweet Baby Ray's. So now for the other one. This is the way my meth dealing uncle showed me. You take a bunch of tomatoes and some onions and some peppers, different kinds of peppers. You slice them up, you put them in here with it. Or if you want to be quick about it, you just take some salsa. There's some homemade salsa my mom made. She had some kind of date on the top. It's gone though. It says 08. I don't know if that means it was made in 08. Yeah, that's some spicy meatballs. So there's some onions and tomatoes. There's a big fucking chunk of tomato right there. Just throw some random stuff on this. Anything you can think of that would sound good, just plop it in there. It's kind of like hobo stew. Just throw whatever you want into it. You can't really go wrong. Shit, it's dripping on me. Fuck. Ah. This is, god damn it. I've made a huge mess. This was a bad mistake. Horrible, horrible. I've got juice all over my thigh. This is gross. I'll be back. Okay, so I got that in the oven, and it's going to take like an hour, so I'm going to wait probably half an hour before I start on the other two, because I'm going to have to roll them in some flour. I really need to change the oil on my thing, but like I don't have any supplies. Don't have any bread right now. I'm out of groceries. Actually, on the way back, I was noticing I had some pancake syrup in there, and that might actually be good on chicken, since they have like honey glazed wings and stuff. You could take a little bit of honey or some pancake syrup, throw on there, make it sweet with some barbecue sauce if you want. Sweet Baby Ray's always makes me think of Sugar Ray Leonard for some reason. Okay, my baked chicken has about 15 minutes left before it is possibly ready to be taken out. The longer you let it cook, the better. So if we get a little baked, that's going to be even better. I've got some flour here that I've mixed some black pepper into. I'm just going to roll these into for frying. The reason I chose thighs is because I like the dark meat. People that like breasts over thighs, I mean, I'm talking about chicken here, don't get confused. People that like the white meat is, I don't understand them because it's so dry and it's not at all as good and juicy as thighs. I mean, thighs and legs is dark meat, and that's like, well, legs are just as good, but thighs have more meat on them, so like, I could probably eat like 10 chicken legs if I wanted to at one time. But thighs, I could probably go for like 4 or 5 at the most, if you want to get extreme. So that's got a big long piece of flab or skin or whatever. I'm probably going to put this one in the deep fryer because that'll make a nice little chitlin on the end of it. It's going to be nice. I'll just put that in this plate. So I've got my deep fryer right now heating up, and I've got a skillet with some oil in the bottom of it, some vegetable oil. I'm just going to fry it. It's pretty simple. I don't want to take my camera. There's no point in taking my camera in there and showing you how to do it because it's pretty obvious. You just fry it until it's done. Flip it over. I like to take the skin up like this sometimes and just put flour in between there to make sure it gets extra covered. You might want to like wet your chicken. Put it in some water right before you put it in the flour. Okay. So now let's go do some frying. Okay, it's getting really loud in here. I got my computer squeaking like crazy, so if this is really annoying, I apologize. I've also got splattering and sputtering back there in the kitchen because I got the oil from the one I'm frying in the pan is really splattering because I had to get some foil and put on top of it. And the one I deep fried is done. I'm just letting it cool off. And I made some grape Kool-Aid, or grape drink as they like to call it, my black friends. I'm going to drink this in honor of them. I have nothing really to eat with my chicken. I don't have any bread. I'm out of green beans. All I had really was mac and cheese. I don't really feel like making some mac and cheese. I'm just going to have chicken and some grape drink. But the other thing, actually there's 2 other things that I've learned from black people. Because I used to cook this chicken in a convenience store, and they would come in and play lottery numbers all the time, and had a lot of friends. One guy actually, we lost him. He was in a car wreck, and he had a blood clot in his lung. He was fine. He was about to leave the hospital like the next day, and a clot from his lung went into his heart or into his bloodstream or something, and caused him to have a stroke, I think. His name was Kenny. It was really one of those, oh god, they killed Kenny moments. One of the real lifetimes that South Park is actually relevant. But the other thing that I've learned, the other things that I've learned from black people, Frank's Red Hot sauce is amazing with fried chicken. We used to have the little bitty containers, not like this is a big one, but they had the little ones that were like 69 cents or something. We'd keep it on the counter next to the fried chicken, and they would, anytime like a black person ordered 2 or 3 pieces of chicken, they would take the whole container and just shake it until it was empty. And we'd have to go off the shelves and get another bottle, just keep replacing them because they would use so much of that shit. So eventually I caught on to this. I'm like, I've got to try this because there's got to be something to it. And I did, and it was the most amazing thing ever. It's like, it's not hot, it's just spicy, and it's good. It's, I guess there's mild, or maybe there's hot versions. I've heard a lot of people talk about Big Texas Pete or something hot sauce. It's supposed to be really hot, but this is actually flavorful and heat. It's cayenne peppers. So I'm going to put some of that on the fried chicken. The baked chicken, it's already got the salsa and the spices and stuff like that. The other thing I learned from him while I was working there, because we also had movie rentals, was that the movie Friday is one of the best movies ever made. It's got Chris Tucker in his premiere role with Ice-T, is it? One of those T's. It's also got that big muscular guy that was a wrestler who used to wrestle like Hulk Hogan in that movie. What the fuck was that movie? That was awesome. He played a guy named Zeus. I need to look that up and watch it. No Holds Barred. It's got that guy. He plays Tiny. He rides a bicycle. They stole off a guy. And they drink Kool-Aid in that, I think. I feel like those guys now because they have cereal, no milk, peanut butter, no jelly. And I've got chicken, no anything else. So I'm just going to have some grape drink with my chicken. It's starting to sound like it might be done. I'm going to go check it out. Alright, y'all. I fucked up. I was spending so much time talking to you guys that I lost control. Didn't really pay attention to my chicken. And I burnt the one I was cooking in the skillet. Get my grape drink all ready here. It was so burnt that the oil was turning black. And there's smoke in my house right now. If I still had the battery in my fire alarm, then it would be going off. Smoke coming out of this thing too. So let's check this this accident of nature. This is what you call blackened chicken. It's professionally done right here. See, it's great on this side. This looks perfect on this side, but this side it just sat there and burnt. So I'm gonna have to eat around it. I think it's still gonna be good. Over here, spin this around. This is my deep fried chicken. You can see the little bubbles on top of where the grease cooked it. Actually, yeah, I guess it's done. You can't really tell. I'll have to try it with a little Frank's Red Hot and see. Oh my god, that is amazing. Fucking Frank's Red Hot just makes it pop. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's just like, it's powerful, tomatoey. I guess it's just cayenne pepper, but it tastes like tomatoes, sort of. It's just weird, it's so good. It's like crack. I don't know how to explain it. So now let's check out, this is the salsa one that I baked. It's pretty nice, eh? Tomatoes, peppers. Not sure if I cooked it long enough. It's baked on 350 for an hour. Oh yeah, that's nice and done. It's a totally different taste than the fried chicken. Now over here, you can see all the barbecue sauce that's floating in here. This is their Sweet Baby Ray's barbecued baked chicken. Nice and done. So that's 4 different ways you can make chicken. Pretty much frying it in the pan and deep frying it's about the same, but and there's 2 different ways of baking it. But the one thing you don't want to do is have chicken with like some scrambled eggs, because that's like eating a mother and a baby at the same time. That's just gross. Don't do that. So pretty much, if you want to bake some chicken, fry some chicken, there's all kinds of different ways. You can't really fuck it up. just make sure you cook it till it's done, so there's no bloody stuff on the inside. You don't want to get any salmonella poisoning or anything. Hopefully this has been a good pro cooking video for you guys, and I've used a lot of oil and foil and smoke and mirrors to whip up some shit, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. By the way, now that I'm done eating, I can probably explain to you why that hot sauce was so powerful when I ate it. Apparently it was like some that I bought when I first moved into this apartment about 3 to 5 years ago, something like that. I mean, I noticed that it wasn't the right color later on. Like, it's supposed to be bright red when it's fresh. That's been in my fridge forever, I guess. I don't know. It's like light orange looking. So yeah, I don't know if hot sauce expires, but that obviously was expired.